How's everybody doing? I didn't really get a good chance to say thank you in the last video for the montage, just because I was so short in time as far as how much time I had to speak in that video. So let me just say a quick thank you in this one. I appreciate you guys sticking through. We're at 100 subs in less than 2 months. That's actually not too bad for growth-wise, especially at the end of Black Ops 3 life cycle. Not bad at all. We're only going to keep growing, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the questions. So first question comes from Lazy Phoenix and Alex the Legend. Their question is, what's your real name? So my first name is Michael, and for my last name, it's actually... Nope, not telling you guys. Privacy reasons, but I got you for a second, didn't I? Okay, next question comes from Captain Jiggles. He says, what car do you drive and what is your dream car? So I actually have two cars. I have a 2013 Ford Focus, and I also have a 68 Mercury Cougar. So I got the daily driver and then the muscle car. I'll actually go ahead and show some pictures real quick. My car is actually the white one. Yeah, it's an awesome car. It definitely gets looks. You definitely get thumbs up. It does need some restoration. It needs an engine rebuild, but after that, it's gonna be a solid car. I wouldn't give up that car for all the money in the world. So yeah, my dream car is actually the car I own. Not a lot of people get to say that, so I'm really proud. It took me a long time to save up for that car, and I'm glad I did. Okay, next question is also from Captain Jiggles. He says, do you have any other hobbies besides video games? I do DJing. I can also solve a Rubik's Cube and work on cars. Those are really the only hobbies I got. Okay, question from Itsapata and Captain Jiggles. They had a similar question. What are your top 3 CODs and why? My favorite COD is probably MW3, just because that was the game I had the most fun with. I quickscoped for the majority of that game's life cycle. Black Ops 3, that's when I really started getting into YouTube and taking COD seriously. And then Black Ops 2, the reason that one sticks out to me is just because it was a great game overall. And it was actually the first game where I got the highest streak in the game, so I got a Swarm. So that was the first time I actually did that. Next question from Lazy Phoenix. What or who got you into Twitch or YouTube? So Enya, who is actually a friend of mine, was the one who said, hey, did you know you could actually stream from your PS4 without having to buy all the expensive gear? I said, no way. So one day I just streamed and waited for people to start showing up. And yeah. And then basically the audience from that I gained from streaming basically said, hey, you should do YouTube, and I've gotten positive feedback ever since, so I stuck with it. Okay, next question. I lost my comments here, hold on. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, next question is also from Captain Jiggles. Boy, he asked a lot of questions, actually. Who was the first YouTuber you watched? So the first COD YouTuber I watched was actually someone named Woody's Gamertag. Sadly, he doesn't do COD anymore, but he was the first COD YouTuber I've ever watched. Next question is from Seaman. Are you excited about Infinite Warfare? After playing it, I can definitely tell you guys I am extremely excited for Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Actually, more excited than Black Ops 3. Next question, MK Master says, what are you most excited about for Infinite Warfare, and what gun would you bring back and why? If I could bring back any gun, it would be the MSR from the MW3 and the MP7 from the MW3. Those are my 2 favorite guns in all of Call of Duty. Next question comes from BKJK Fireskull. He says, when did you start gaming, and when did you reach double-digit days played and Master Prestige? So I started gaming probably around 5th grade, and then Black Ops 3 is actually the first game where I reached double-digit days played and Master Prestige. Next question is, what inspired the name DJ Pyramids from Captain Jiggles? Well, so basically one day after 8th grade, I went to an after-school club where they taught people how to DJ. Not a lot of people stuck with it, actually, but my DJ teacher, who I've grown a strong relationship with, basically had a tradition of naming his students their DJ names. And so he asked for my background. I'm actually half Egyptian, half Lebanese, and he said, okay, you have 2 options, either DJ Pyramids or DJ Pharaoh. And ever since I've been DJ Pyramids, and that name just stuck with me ever since. Next question comes from Lazy Phoenix. He says, how did you meet some of the people you stream with? So he's talking about Armlocks, Tiger, Enya, Persian, all those guys. I actually met them through the exclusive Ace. So being in his streams, watching his streams, playing in games together, that's how I met all of them. So I wouldn't have met any of them if it wasn't for the exclusive ace. If you happen to be watching this, I know he's actually subbed to me. Thank you, buddy. You are a huge reason that this community is all together to begin with. Dan Rebel, I think his name's Dan Rebel. His name's Michael in the comments, but I've seen him quite a bit. He says, what got you into COD? My friend, actually. I would go over after school with him, and he had an MW2. Granted, he always had the advantage because he actually knew what he was doing, and I was just a complete noob, so he'd always stomp me. But yeah, that's what got me into COD. He did. Next question is from Alex the Legend. If you could meet any YouTuber, who would it be and why? So I've already met the exclusive ace. I actually consider him a friend now. But if I could meet someone else, it'd probably be Tabor Hill. Next question is also from Captain Chiggles. What are your hobbies other than video games? Wait, didn't I answer that earlier? Anyways, DJing. I can solve a Rubik's Cube and cars. Yeah. Next question is from Kanzi8. Is COD the only game you are going to make videos for, or will you stream any other games? Guys, you gotta remember, this is a community channel. I will upload whatever you guys want me to upload. Granted, I have to like the material, but yeah. Next question from Mad Shooter Guy. How did you find out about the exclusive ace? So my friend actually pranked me in the beginning of the Black Ops 3 life cycle. He actually turned off my aim assist without me knowing. So I went on YouTube because I started getting really pissed, and I typed in how to improve your aim, and his video popped up. And yeah, I eventually found out that my aim assist was off, and yeah, that's how I found out about him. Next question is from Exotic Jat. What do you use to record, edit, make thumbnails, etc.? So I actually used Elgato software to record. Shout out to Persian. He was actually the one who donated an Elgato to me. I didn't actually end up purchasing it because he supported me. So if you guys ever see him around, tell him thank you. For editing, I use something called Filmora. It's just a cheap software, but it does get the job done. And then making thumbnails, a friend of mine named Jason Be Killin'. You guys have probably seen him around. If you see him in the comments, tell him thank you. He actually makes all my thumbnails. Makes the channel seem so much more professional. Big shout out to him. Next questions, and the reason I say that is because Smudger asked 6 questions. He said, what do you actually do for work? So I'm not actually working right now, but I used to be a bank teller. And then he says, what do you study in college? I'm studying marketing and real estate. And then he asks, how did you meet Winky? I actually met her in high school from mutual friends who introduced us. And then he says, do you want to do YouTube full-time, or do you think that there are too many big YouTubers to make the cut? So I believe that if I work hard, I can make it up there. Granted, I think I'm going to grow slower than like the bigger, luckier guys do, but I'm willing to do it. Number 5, it's more of a statement. He says, we need more camping videos. All in good time, sir. I'm actually thinking about working on one for next week. And last question, have you ever been to Egypt or Lebanon? That's where I came from, by the way, guys. No, I haven't, and I've been wanting to for the longest time. We're actually planning something for that soon. Next question comes from C-Man. He says, how old are you? I'm actually 20. I'm turning 21 in 2 months. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Next question also comes from Jason Be Killin'. He says, why did you get a PS4 versus the other consoles? Now, I got a PS4 because all my friends in real life, as well as Winky, my girlfriend, actually got a PS4. But before that, I was actually an Xbox junkie. And then the last question comes from Krish. He says, do you live in a house or an apartment? So I actually live in a house with a whole bunch of Arabs. It gets loud. That's why sometimes editing takes me a long time, because they're so loud they'll actually be in the background. So that's why I'm really excited to get an apartment with Winky, because I'll actually be able to bring you guys stuff more on a consistent basis and give you guys really good quality. Also, I'll be able to stream more because I won't have to worry about having people here and being really loud. So that'll be really nice. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I got for questions. Keep in mind, for future videos, I will do more Q&As. I don't know when yet. Probably as I grow, I'll do another Q&A. I'll keep you guys updated as that goes. So yeah, look out for tomorrow's video. It's actually a Winky Goes Pro video. It was a lot of fun. It's a new series that we're doing. She actually did all the editing for that video herself, and she showed it to me, and I was dying. It was so funny. So make sure you keep your eye out for that video tomorrow. You know, guys, I'm looking back on all my YouTube videos. I'm already noticing improvement. keep in mind this channel is only going to get better the more experience I get. You'll notice tomorrow we went crazy with the editing. We're getting better with the software. We're getting better. The quality of the channel is going to keep improving, especially with Infinite Warfare coming out. I have a lot planned. We're going to grow rapidly, and I want you guys along for the ride. You're the first 100. You're the first people that are actually supporting me, and I can't thank you guys enough. And until next time, guys, have a good one.